Hi, I'm Little Art Demon and welcome to my channel. And today, as you can see, we are starting a little bit different. I'm on my computer and I decided I really want to practice drawing animals because I'm not very good at it. I don't draw animals very often, so I decided that a good exercise to do that would be to go to a random animal generator. I found this on Google, it was just the first one that appeared. I set it to 2 animals at a time, as you can see on this part. And what I will do is the 2 animals that will show up, I'll draw them individually. I'll make some sketches and figure out how they work and look at references, do all of that. And then I will draw a fusion of them, like a hybrid or something that has aspects of both animals. And I decided to do this because on one of the stories that I'm working on, there are a lot of mythological creatures, and a lot of them are basically just different animals that are mushed together, or sometimes animals and people like centaurs and mermaids. But there are a lot of animals that are based on real ones but have some other characteristics, and I thought this would be a good exercise for me to practice drawing animals and then so that I can illustrate the mythical creatures on my story. So I think I'm going to be doing 3 of them, so let's just click on here and see what comes up. So the first one will be a bison and a zebra. Okay, I really like zebras, I think they are really cute. Okay, let's print this and see the next one. Okay, so it will be a fish and a skunk. As it says fish, I think I can choose any type of fish, but maybe I'll choose this one because, it's a clownfish. They are kind of cute. It's Nemo. And a skunk. It looks really cute, even though it isn't necessarily the cutest animal. Anyway, and the last one, at least for today, will be a walrus and a wombat. Okay, so that one's interesting. Oh, I didn't print the first one. It's okay, I have the recording. So
as you can see,
okay,
I started
I'm
with
going
the
to
skunk
be sketching
and the fish
then
mix.
I'll show you the results
And
just in a few
first
seconds,
I
even though
got
it will
some
probably
reference
take me
pictures,
a
and
little
then
bit.
I just started to sketch the animals individually, just as they are in real life. And it was actually really fun. I was very excited for this one because, they are so cute. Like, they are they are really cute. I don't know why but I don't know. They're really cute. And as you can see, I'm not very good at drawing animals. I really like how the face turned out, but the body doesn't look very good. But I think it's okay. It's just some quick sketch too, so I wasn't trying to make it very nice and clean. And then the fish, I really like drawing fish. I think they are really fun to draw, but I'm not very good at it either. And because it said fish and not necessarily just clownfish, I got some references from those big fish. I think they are called betta fish, but they have these really big fins, and I think they are really beautiful, so I decided to mix those a little bit. And then to mix the 2 animals, I decided to go for a seal-like animal because baby seals are just really cute. They are super fluffy, so they have the hair that the skunks have, or at least they could. And then they could have the fish tail, just the end of the tail though, as you'll be able to see. So I started to draw a skunk and fish mix, and it's kind of like a seal in its body structures. It has 2 front paws, not 2 fins on the front, but then it has a tail like a seal, or like a fish in this case. I also decided to keep the colors black and white because that's the skunk color, and I also found some clownfish that are actually black and white. I don't know if it's the same species or if it's just a variant, but they look really cool, so I decided to use those colors instead of the oranges or any other fish color. They can be very colorful, but skunks are just black and white, so I went with that. As you can see, I'm already lining the drawing. It didn't take me too much work. I was just trying to exercise my animal drawings because I'm not very good at it. And as I said in the beginning, on my story there will be plenty of animals and creatures that look like animals. So I wanted to practice it a little bit. and I think they turned out really cute. I really liked mixing the different aspects of each animal. This one wasn't too hard because there's already an animal, like a seal, that I could reference pretty easily, but some of the other ones were a little bit trickier, but I think they all turned out really cute. I don't have much more to say about the design. I just kept them full of fur on their body, everything but the fins, and I just imagined them swimming and also being very good on land, maybe a little bit slower on land, but definitely being able to breathe outside. I also made the eyes just completely black because I want them to feel like an animal, and most times when you look at references, the animals just have really dark eyes because you can't really see the whites of the eyes. So I wanted that because I didn't want them to feel like an anthropomorphized animal. I wanted them to be an animal because that's what I'm practicing. So I just painted them all black and then added these really cute highlights because I just think they were super fun, and I think it actually turned out looking really good. I feel like the eyes really have some life in them. I don't know if that makes sense, but they don't just look like some dark, lifeless pits, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't have any much more to say. We are already in the final stages. I'm just adding all of those colored lines and details that the fish have, and now I'm just shading to add some more extra details. I didn't went really overboard on shading. I just did something simple so that it wouldn't feel just as plain as it was. But yeah, I really like how this one turned out. I think it's super cute and it's actually my favorite. I just don't know what to call this species of animals. I think they are really cute, but maybe skunkfish is it's too much of a direct name. I don't know if that would be the case, but let me know in the comments if you have a name to this species or even just this one. You can leave a comment down below. But here we have skunkfish. So now we have the walrus and wombat mix, and I just started like the previous one to sketch the animals individually. I just did one sketch of each in this one and on the last one too, as you'll be able to see. But I think wombats are super cute, but then walruses just, I don't know, they never strike me as cute. They are more of the scary kind, but then I found that picture of them in the water and they just look so peaceful in the water. But if I saw one of these things right in front of me, I would probably run away because they're just so scary looking with those teeth. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Regardless of that, I just decided this was going to be a cute animal too, because wombats are just totally cute and they would rock those big teeth up front. So I just mixed them. I made them really small and with the wombat face pretty much, but with smaller eyes and the nose and teeth of the walrus, and then I gave them a tail, but I covered them in fur so that they would be all fluffy and cute. As you can see, the face is facing forward so that it will be a little bit easier for me to draw. And as you can see, I may have had a lot of fun drawing the body and the face, but I'm really bad at drawing paws. I really can't. I can't draw paws. I think it's the hand equivalent of the animal, and I'm not very good at drawing hands, so when it comes to paws, it's my weakness. I found that out in this video. But anyway, as you can see, I decided not to give them those hairs on their face. Like, it's not a mustache, but it's like that. I just gave them those dots because I don't know, I think I couldn't make those work. They were looking a little bit weird. But regardless of that, I just made them very fluffy, very cute, and they have a small tail because they are just... They are cute. I gave them a tail like the walrus has, but I gave them paws instead of those fins that they have. I don't know if they are called fins, but that's what I'll be calling them. So if I'm wrong, you can correct me down in the comments. Just like in the previous one, I made their eyes totally dark so that I could add those fun highlights, and it worked. It looked cute again, but this one has really smaller eyes. I think the first one was a little bit too overboard, and then I just made this one with smaller eyes, and I think it looked really cute anyways. So yeah, there's that. And then for the colors, I just picked some browns directly from the pictures because they are both a little bit similar on color schemes. They are both very, very brown and earth colors. So I just picked those from the pictures directly and I tried to mix them a little bit. And I'm just going to add now that I really love that little hair band that they have on the neck. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, it's not a mane. Is it a mane? It's so cute. I really like drawing that. I think it just gave them a little pop of cuteness that it needed. I think it's... I would want one of these too. These animals are just turning out so cute because it's one animal that I think isn't very cute, at least not to me. They scare me a little bit, but then it's another one that it's super adorable. So it divides my heart to have these two animals mixed, but I decided to go on a more cute way and not a scary way. Even though I may do one of those in the future, not in this video, maybe on another one, because I also want to practice making animals that aren't necessarily cute, you know. Not everything needs to be cute and not everything can be cute, because on my story there will be some pretty terrifying monsters that I'm going to draw and I hope I have fun with it, but they can all be cute, okay? There needs to be some scary dragons or something like that. But this isn't about the dragons, this is about the walrus and wombat. And again, if you have a name of this species, you can leave it in the comments down below. We are almost finishing this one. So here it is, the walrus and wombat. And for the last one, we have a bison and a zebra mix, and as you can see, I'm sketching them individually again, because I think that helped me to figure out the shapes of the animal, even though that bison is looking a little bit weird, but still, I think it helped me a little bit to figure out the shapes of the face and the body a little bit better, and to see details that I wouldn't otherwise, like how the knees bend and all of that stuff. And then I sketched a zebra also. And I think zebras are super cute, and bisons are like those giants, but they don't look aggressive. They just look like they don't want to be bothered, because if you bother them, I don't think you would come out in a very good position. But anyway, as you can see, I just sketched them and I moved them to the side. And I really then it began the mix process. Like this one was the harder one animals that we've got. Like bison and zebra are both quadrupeds, and they are both mammals, and like we had a fish and a skunk and I could mix them pretty easily, and this one was the one that took the longest to draw because I didn't know how to mix the zebra and the bison, so I just tried and tried again. Sometimes I didn't even record, I was just making some small sketches, but I ended up with this one, and it is I think it turned out cute. I gave it that bison mane. It's a mane, I don't know if it's a mane, but I gave it that extra fur on the top part of the body, like on the neck and front legs, and then on the back side of the body I just gave it shorter fur and the zebra stripes, because it needs to have zebra stripes to be a zebra. That's part of the process. But yeah, I didn't know what much I could mix between these animals. I gave it the stripes on the face as well, so they don't have all that fur on the face itself. It almost looks like it's painted, but that's my art skills, not the animal's fault. I'm just not very good at drawing really short fur. I don't know how to make it look like fur and not just like something that's very smooth, you know what I mean? But anyway, I also was really pleased that this one didn't have paws, it just had those hooves, so it was a little bit easier for me to draw. And I pretty much gave this animal zebra hooves and not much the bison ones. I just think they looked really cool. But one thing that I keep questioning myself is where this animal would live, because a bison usually inhabits in a very cold place and zebras live in very hot places, at least to my knowledge. I may be wrong, but that's what I believe they live in. And I don't know where they would live if they were just one species, because I don't know, they have a lot of fur on their neck and front legs, but on their back and face they don't have much fur, so I don't know if they would be cold and needed to wear some pants maybe, or maybe they would just need to shave their front hair and just go live in a very hot place. I don't know, I really don't know the logistics of this animal. But then I just picked some colors and started coloring. As you can see, I just started coloring the stripes, and I didn't make them pure black because I didn't want them to mix with the background, with the line art, sorry. But I don't know if they really look like zebra stripes. I just put them wherever I felt like they were good, and called it a day. But I don't know, you can tell me in the comments if they look like a zebra or if it just looks like someone painted a bison white and made some stripes on it. I don't know, you can tell me down below, and also you can tell me what you want to call this species. But then again, I just shaded a little bit. I used the same technique for shading on all these tree drawings, which was just adding some block shading, and then inside of that adding some gradients of darker shades. I think it was a really good technique. I liked it, I liked the results, so I might use it in the future probably. But you can tell me what you want to see more in the future, if you want to see more of these videos. I had a lot of fun, which I didn't thought I was going to have because I'm not really good at drawing animals, but here we have them. I hope you really like them, and this one is the last one, and after this you will be able to see them all together. So I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, don't forget to like, and bye!